Today, we are going to get into a hidden danger that could be seriously compromising your health, even shortening your life, and you might not even know it's there. We're talking about visceral fat. But, and this is the important part, the good news is, once you have the right knowledge, you absolutely have the power to fight back. So let's dive in and really understand what we're up against. I mean, that's a pretty powerful statement, right? And it's meant to be. This isn't about the fat you can see or pinch. No, this is about an invisible threat that's literally wrapped around your most vital organs. The stakes are incredibly high, but you know what? Understanding the enemy is always the first step to defeating it. So let's start by pulling back the curtain on this hidden enemy. What exactly is visceral fat, and why is it so much more dangerous than the regular fat that, lies just under our skin?
Okay, this is the part you really need to get. Visceral fat isn't just a passive blob of stored energy. You have to think of it more like a rogue organ, a little factory that's constantly pumping out inflammatory junk and disruptive hormones straight into your system. And it's right there, bathing your liver, your pancreas, and your intestines in these harmful substances.
And the impact of that? Well, it's just staggering. All of that chronic low-grade inflammation that this fat creates, it can multiply your risk of heart disease by a shocking 300%. It's actively damaging your blood vessels and messing with the systems that are supposed to protect your heart. And if you thought that was bad, it gets even more alarming when we look at diabetes. That exact same inflammatory process dramatically hurts your body's ability to manage blood sugar, which can increase your risk for type 2 diabetes by an incredible 700%. 700. And here's the trap. This is how it gets you stuck. The visceral fat releases stuff that makes your cells basically ignore the hormone insulin. So what does your body do? Your pancreas panics and pumps out even more insulin to try to get the message through. And what does high insulin signal your body to do? You guessed it, store more visceral fat. It's this awful self-perpetuating cycle that is so hard to break out of. And here is the absolute kicker. This isn't just about your risk for diseases down the road. This fat is literally making you older from the inside out. It creates so much stress that it starts to fray your telomeres. Think of them like the little plastic tips on your shoelaces, but for your DNA. As they get shorter and shorter, your body ages faster. It's a direct measure of your biological age. Okay, I know, that all sounds pretty bleak, but this is where the story takes a really hopeful turn. Your body is not helpless. Not at all. It's actually equipped with these ancient, incredibly powerful defense systems designed to keep you healthy. We just need to learn how to turn them on. Let's explore how our own biology actually holds the key. First up is a process called autophagy. Think of this as your body's deep cleaning crew, or its cellular recycling program. When you activate it, it doesn't just clear out old, damaged cell parts. It specifically hunts down and breaks down stored fat for energy. That part is called lipophagy. It's your built-in system for burning fat and rejuvenating yourself. Next, we have brown fat, or BAT for short. Now, unlike white fat, which just stores energy, brown fat is packed with tiny engines called mitochondria, and its whole job is to burn energy to create heat. When you activate your brown fat, you are literally turning up your internal metabolic furnace, helping you burn calories and visceral fat all day long. And finally, we can't forget your gut microbiome. These trillions of bacteria in your gut, they're like a metabolic control panel. Get the right balance of microbes, and they can help you absorb fewer calories from your food, calm down inflammation, and even produce compounds that tell your body to burn fat and pay attention to insulin again. Okay, so we know the enemy, and we know our internal allies. So now for the fun part. Let's start putting together the toolkit. How can we strategically use food and our lifestyle to activate these defenses and specifically target that dangerous visceral fat? Now, the key here isn't about restriction. It's about strategic inclusion. It's not what you have to take away, it's what you can add. Adding some green tea to fire up that brown fat, bringing in fermented foods to support your microbiome, using turmeric to fight inflammation. These are all powerful signals you can send your body with every single meal. So much of this battle really comes down to hormones. Eating high-sugar processed foods keeps insulin, our main storage hormone, constantly elevated. But on the flip side, things like exercise and foods like fatty fish boost adiponectin. That's a hormone that tells your body to burn fat for fuel and reduce inflammation. Our choices directly control which one of these is in charge. And this is so important. It goes way beyond just what you eat. When you eat matters a lot. Just aligning your meals with your body's natural daily clock can be a total game changer. The same goes for managing stress to lower that fat-storing hormone cortisol, and of course, prioritizing sleep to keep your appetite hormones, ghrelin and leptin, in check. It's a whole body approach. All right, let's put all the pieces together. Let's build a practical, daily action plan that you can actually use to get rid of visceral fat and really boost your longevity. So here it is. This 5-step plan is your blueprint. And notice how it brings together everything we just talked about, right? You've got meal timing, food quality, different types of movement, and of course, recovery. Each one of these steps works with the others to create a really powerful, positive effect on your metabolic health. And please remember this. This might be the most important takeaway of all. The goal is not to be perfect. It is about being consistent. If you have an off day, who cares? Just get right back on track with your very next choice. Progress, not perfection, is what's going to totally transform your health for the long run. Ultimately, it all boils down to this one idea. Every choice you make, every single meal, every workout, every night's sleep, it's a signal. You're constantly sending messages to your genes and to your cells. So, will that message be one of storage and inflammation, or will it be a message of burning and repair? The choice is always yours. What signals will you send today?